I don't know how you have an endless supply of quotes.
I don't know. It's
Stuff doesn't stick in my head like that.
Can you feel the tension in the air right now?
I also haven't seen
I know
most
I
of these
can.
movies, but
I can feel it all the way down in my plums.
What's going on, Kings fans? This is Zach from the Weird Los Angeles Hockey Club
Wait,
podcast.
we're on the air?
Yeah, we're on the air.
You're on the air. But yeah, this is Dave.
Robert here.
And this is Wally.
Coming at you tonight. How's everybody feeling tonight? Especially after wrapping up that road game.
Well, I feel like I
road
have
trip.
an egg on my face. But
Just a little bit.
just a little bit.
Well, I'm
Same with Robert. But
Yeah,
Nice little roadie.
I'm wiping it off right now.
It's all right, man. I mean, not everybody can be as much of a genius as me. Be calling great trades and stuff. No, I'm sorry.
An idiot savant, if you will.
Hey, don't forget, Curtis Granderson had a lot of homers in his Dodger tenure at the right at the beginning, and we all know how that turned out.
That's true. Just before we
I don't
get
even
into
think he played one game in the playoffs.
All I know is that he was left off the roster in the World Series.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
So before
Anyway.
before we even get started, man, I want to wish congratulations to you, Wally, on getting married.
Oh
over the
yeah,
weekend.
congratulations, bud.
Congrats.
Yeah, that's
you.
dope, man.
Thank
How
you,
was
guys.
it? How was it taking the plunge?
Oh, it was great. It was fantastic. I like to think that Talia hit the trifecta. She won her fantasy football league. Her Eagles won the Super Bowl, and she married the man of her dreams.
Oh man, she's pretty
I should
lucky.
have
Pretty
teared.
lucky.
Also, too, want to give a shout out to Grandstand Sports Network. Obviously, they do a great job hosting some of the content we get out to you guys. Also, want to tell you to make sure to tell you to check out the Facebook. You can search We Are Los Angeles Hockey Club podcast or Hockey Club on there. Yeah, sorry, minus podcast. You can get in our game day threads and stuff like that, and then also on Twitter you can follow us. So with that being said, not
Oh,
only-
and
LAHC.
yeah, we are LAHC.
And we do have a SoundCloud.
We do have a SoundCloud as well. But with that being said, I mean, not only was the road trip really good, but before we get into that,
We
My
got some.
dude.
Yeah.
my dude, Jeff Carter, coming back.
Ooh,
Per
I can feel it
the
down
word
in my
of the-
plums.
The word of the day.
It's plums.
Mind you, this is according to some Kings talking head
Sources.
Yeah, there's sources out there. They are saying that the pencil him in and whatnot. So that is something to be excited about.
It is very exciting. I mean, even considering how we've been playing lately, it's going to be a nice, very welcome addition.
Well,
If it is
considering how our second line has been playing,
Yes.
I mean, jeez.
That's atrocious.
We'll get there.
Foley and
think we'll get
Pearson,
there.
I mean, 9 combined points in the last 18
When you're
games.
having serious conversations about scratching Pearson and Toffoli for Andrioff, something's wrong.
Something is definitely wrong.
That's true.
It was a serious conversation. I can't imagine it
I
wasn't.
mean, look at the numbers. I mean,
Yeah, that's true.
we'll get into those in a little bit.
Yeah, so I mean, 4-3 on the road. So we beat most of the teams that we thought we should beat, and then we lost to some teams that we thought we were going to lose, and we lost to a team that we thought we were going to beat. So I mean, it pretty much
Wait, what team?
Carolina. I thought we were
no.
going to take that game. No, you didn't.
I didn't think so.
Yeah, but tonight we beat a team that honestly I thought we were going to lose to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tonight.
But I mean, those losses
Tonight
against
was the exception to the
Yeah.
rule, but
those losses against Pittsburgh and Tampa,
I loved the effort against
Yeah.
Pittsburgh. It,
Yeah.
it was definitely there. You could tell that it was just they lost to a better team,
Right.
but the effort was there, and can't fault them.
Tampa Bay, Kemper got pulled in that game, and then Quick came in. Kings kind of made a little bit of a comeback, but
They were in it. I mean,
Judging
I
off
thought
That was
yeah.
my wedding day. I did not see
Yeah.
that game. I'm sorry.
but I mean, I was kind of judging it off the first time we saw him in the beginning of the season. We just got completely smoked by him. I thought that's kind of how it was going to go, but they hung in there.
Yeah, they stayed in
especially
it.
getting down early though.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah, they hung in there, man. So I mean, you come back with a winning record, 4-3. I mean, you take
You got to be
those
happy
out.
with
You,
that.
oh,
Yeah.
absolutely. 8
out
points in
of
7 games.
Yeah. I mean, I like it, but I think one of the things that kind of propelled us on this road trip though was that bottom 6, man. That bottom 6 has been gelling.
Yeah, it's nice.
It has the other
That's
lines
nice.
peanut butter and jealous.
Let's do it.
Well, I mean, yeah. Let's go down the list. I mean, Mitchell's got 3 goals. Andrioff 1 goal,
2 and 2
4
games.
assists.
Whoa, hey, hello.
I was just saying Mitchell 2 and 2 games.
I
man.
like it.
Brodzinski, 2 goals, 2 assists. Clifford, a goal, 2 assists. And Amadio, 2 goals, 2 assists. I mean, Thompson's the only one that's a minus player right now, and a -1. Everybody else is a plus player, and so
I'm gonna say that drop pass play that they had, that fourth line coming in. I thought that was a pretty.
That was against Chicago last night.
Yes, that was beautiful.
That it's chemistry, and I think you said it when we were talking in the game day thread. I can't remember who said it, but they're like, "Yeah, I mean that's what happens when you're on the ice for extra practice.
Extra practice.
You develop chemistry." I mean, it's true, but I mean,
you got to be tickled by their play lately.
I really like Mitchell too. I mean, these last 2 games, you might say he was one of the candidates for player of the game. I mean, he's physical, he's scoring. You don't expect the scoring, but he's having impact.
He's definitely been a catalyst.
He's playing in the top 6 now.
I call him not a second line winger, and then he scores a goal each game. He's like,
that's true. Just keep saying that kind of stuff. Just say Toffoli's going to
Forbert, you're a horrible defenseman.
I mean, how do you get left that wide open in the slot? I mean, against Chicago last night. But.
Pretty bad defense in Chicago too. But.
That's true. But then also the goal he had tonight, he kind of came in unscathed. No, you didn't see you guys didn't. Yeah, I mean,
I was at work.
He crashed the net.
Yeah, but he was pretty unscathed, man. He just kind of came into the slot again, and just instead of firing it right away, kind of brought it around everybody and took it 5-hole.
Do those hand motions again.
Yeah, one more time. Yeah, that was nice.
I mean,
there was no wrist movement, by the way. Did anyone else see
it
that?
was slithering like a snake.
About as stiff as they come.
I'm a slithering snake. Yeah, you guys.
But what do you guys think is spawned the great play? Because
honestly, man, I think it's because of them being thrust into the situations where, like the other night last night against Chicago, you have a Amadio of them out there against Taves and Kane and Zod, man, and they're kind of just been thrust into those situations. Yeah. But I mean, they haven't done bad.
I think Stevens has a little more trust too. I think you pointed out, Zach, that 3 minutes left in the game today, and that Amadio and Brodzinski were out there. That's something we didn't see at the beginning of the year.
Oh, of course not.
Third period came, fourth line disappeared.
Yeah, let's say goodbye to them.
Yeah. They're not playing anymore.
Well, I mean, tonight the minutes. I mean, I haven't looked at the official time of ice on it, time on ice for everybody, but it seemed to be kind of spread around. The minutes were spread around. You saw a lot of the fourth line in the third period. I mean, we were, we're needing goals, and they came through first. I mean, they didn't let anything in. So, like I said, I mean, I can't remember the official time on ice, but it just seemed like the minutes were kind of spread evenly around tonight.
Yeah, it's nice. Steven showing trust in everybody.
You're right.
That late in the game,
everybody got at least 10 minutes tonight.
There you go. So he's rolling 4 lines.
Yeah, he was
rolling hard. 4 lines. Yeah. Nice.
Well, I mean, it just goes to show. I think. I mean, this whole year. I mean, I think their MO was we're going to play more younger guys, and I think they responded. I actually, on a separate note, today on NHL radio, a lot of people were saying that the Kings were the most boring team to watch, and I defend them. And it's like, okay, yeah, it's not our fault for being good defensively, but since last year we averaged 2.43 goals per game. And not counting tonight, our average is 2.85. So with our 4 tonight, that went up a little bit.
Yeah, so we're almost averaging 3 goals a game. That's not bad.
And while still maintaining that defense, and it's like, okay.
Everybody knows
I'll take that.
In there.
Yeah. Everybody knows it's a 3-2 league, dude. So I mean, good old Sutter, dude. It's a 3-2 league. But kind of maybe being a complete 180 from talking about that bottom 6, where has Tyler Toffoli and Tanner Pearson gone? Where?
I mean, how long can people give the excuses, oh, well, they just need Carter? It's like, no, these guys
they have to adapt.
Hopefully in about a week, they won't have that one anymore.
Hopefully. I mean, I agree, though, dude.
But still, no excuses. You got paid the money. You got to adapt to whoever you're playing with and thrive. And they're not doing that at all.
Especially Toffoli. I mean, he spent time with Kopitar, even during this goalless stretch, and the goals didn't come.
I mean, Kopitar's still producing.
Yeah, Kopitar's found a way.
No sweat,
tonight. I mean, granted, that's his second goal in 18 games for Dustin Brown, too. But
I mean, this is a different style game, though.
Kopi's still putting up points, and he was playing with them. But, I mean, you're absolutely right, man. What's honestly going to get them going? Because I totally agree.
I like that Pearson, last couple games, been getting in front of the net on the power play, and he's finding ways to contribute, but at some point the goals and points have to come.
Yeah, like Dave said earlier, it's like who would have thought that you hear the words net front presence and Pearson in the same sentence.
Just so he almost got hit in the nuts.
He did, dude.
He almost got hit in the nuts in a couple
he really
of those.
did, dude. It was gnarly. At first I thought he got a goal off the sack, but
Nah.
I mean that was Phaneuf's goal.
That much off.
Yeah.
It was that much off. It was pretty
really
close.
was. I mean, honestly, you kind of have to you think that they're gonna get it going with Carter. I mean, you hope so at least.
How long is the leash? Is there a scenario where you scratch him? I don't really think so, but
I don't think so. But
who has been the worst two forwards these last 2 weeks?
They have been Pearson and Foley, right? And I don't know. Do we give him a couple of games with Carter, like the 3 games?
I think because of history and them meshing well together, you kind of have to give them their due diligence to get clicking. But I mean, for me, that's short, man. That's got to be quick. They got to come.
It's kind of funny too. Like Carter's not an all-star passer like Kopitar, so you kind of don't know why they didn't work with Kempe. He plays a speedy shot-first style.
That's true.
I don't know why it didn't work. I guess it worked for a while, but
you know what it is? Why that line's so effective? I can't remember who was breaking it down, but Carter's a right-handed shot, so Pearson is equally as fast as Jeff Carter, so he's up on the rush with him. So Carter can get it to him like on those cross crease passes. But since Toffoli can't keep up and Kempe's a left-handed shot, he can't feed him those quick little dishes and stuff like Carter does for Pearson. But then again, you would think
it is the lefty-righty, but I see what you're saying.
I mean, maybe that has something to do with it,
Just I haven't thought of that. I like it.
I mean, that's the only
well,
thing I can think
actually, on NHL the radio, they were kind of saying the other day about how Lucic isn't as fast to keep up with McDavid, and it's kind of similar.
Lucic was saying that he's going to come in lighter next year too. He's going to drop like 10 to 15 pounds or something. I mean, good luck, but I still don't think he's keeping up with Connor McDavid, dude. Absolutely,
a lot of people aren't keeping up with Connor McDavid.
I don't know, just laughing at that. What is that trade at? What is Taylor Hall at? 26 game point streak now.
Man,
I don't know.
That guy's a beast.
25 as of the other day. I don't know if he got one.
He just needed to get out of Edmonton. Yeah.
Hey, but Larson's like a defender.
He's a defender.
He's right-handed.
He's right-handed.
Yeah, that's true.
You're missing the air quotes there.
Hey, let's trade Pearson for Larson. Let's just do it.
Straight up.
Straight up.
I mean, we'll get into that in a little while. Yeah, I mean, kind of jumping the gun there. Kind of making me want to talk about it, but we'll get there. Darcy Kemper tonight, against the Jets, did
picked
really,
him up in fantasy.
There you go.
But it didn't help. Rob Hernandez and Frederick Anderson. He's got a 40 save shutout. So nope.
It's ridiculous. It's bonkers. But this whole entire road trip, though, we've gotten decent goaltending. I mean, Quick has looked better than he was at home.
That Carolina game was pretty bad.
Yeah, it was.
But that was a bad team.
Yeah.
I mean,
that was a horrible game.
Quick bounced back against
Quick's picked it up.
That could have easily been like 5-1 if it weren't for Quick.
And that's fair.
I was anxious to see if Kemper. He's riding a hot streak. I mean, let's not call it anything. It's not. But I was wondering if it's over. But he looked really good tonight.
Yeah, he did, dude. A couple of those that save he made.
Yeah, I mean the Jets are number 3 in the league in goals for 2.
Yeah, that's an elite offensive team, and he stood up to it.
Dude, that save that he had on Blake Wheeler though. Oh my God, man! There was a couple times, dude, where you're just like, dear God.
There was that one sequence where he had 3 saves in about 5 seconds, all quality chances.
Kyle Connor. Yeah, I was listening to it on the radio, dude, on the way home.
Phaneuf and Martinez were on the ice, for what it's worth.
But I mean, 3 shots in a row, dude.
Kyle
He didn't
Connor,
even move.
He's a relevant fantasy play now that he's up on the top line.
Kyle Connor was also available with that pick we gave away for Lucic. And Matthew Barzal, Travis Konechny, and
Brock Besser.
Eriksson Ek.
Joel Eriksson Ek.
I don't want to talk about it.
We really got to go there, do we? We don't have to.
No, here's what we're going to do.
We're living it. Yeah.
After watching that USA game today, the Minnesota draft, their first round, Joel Eriksson Ek. Second round, Jordan Greenway. What do we get? Nobody in our first. We traded. Second round, Eric Cernak. He's gone.
Oh, yeah.
That's right. We did trade him.
For Ben Bishop, who's gone too. But
that was a great trade. I mean, that's
gotta keep that Braden McNabb trade tree reference alive, right, Kevin?
So one of the bright spots. Speaking of defense, and another bright spot.
Okay.
We did acquire Phaneuf, but I know I always spell it wrong because I don't know how to spell it. But I mean, we did acquire him, and he has put up 3 goals. Yeah. So bad.
I thought he was gonna be
so when Eric was mentioning
like a traffic cone.
When Eric was mentioning washing egg off his face,
that's what I meant.
All of us were talking about the trade and why would they do this? Phaneuf this, and I said, hey, this may work out. Let's just wait and see what happens. And
I still maintain I'd rather play Kevin Gravel personally, but we should be playing Gravel over forward. So.
Absolutely. Yeah. No. I mean, I can't. I did see some not lackadaisical, but I mean, maybe he's just like a different type of defender, but it just doesn't look like he's given 100% effort.
He does those one hand on the stick, standing straight up, just kind of poking and turn away.
Dude, I'm going to say 66% of the time it works, but then the other portion of it does not. Dude, just does not work.
He also still there's flashes of McNabb when he's going for the hit when
way out of position.
When he's way out of position.
Well,
I keep looking up, and he's the second forechecker, and I'm like, well, who's playing defense?
there was a couple.
What are you guys doing?
He's just in the high slot. I'm like, who's back for this guy? But I mean, we can't complain. We had 3 goals.
You know what? He's a power play specialist. How about that? Let's just.
I mean that one
power play specialist and Phaneuf. 2 things I never thought would be in the same sentence.
Dude, it's a
true.
So weird. That's twice today.
But he was on the top pair in Ottawa with Carlson before the trade. But Carlson was obviously getting all the glory.
Anyone could be on that top pair with Carlson.
Well, I don't know so much. I mean, Carlson's not having that great of a year.
Another bad trade.
And I don't even play anymore.
Right.
Speaking of which, I don't play either. I don't even know if I should even say this. The Connor McDavid thing.
Connor McDavid. Let's see.
Is he available?
He is available because I haven't played in forever.
Anybody who's in the fantasy league with us.
Yeah. Connor McDavid is on the block.
Yeah, but we're getting...
And the block is hot.
Legit trades only, though.
Yeah. Give me some good.
We're not going to... We're not just going to...
Jordan Nolan.
I almost want to take the worst trade. So get your worst trade packages together.
The commissioner will veto that.
No, I would veto that.
Just for
you
fun.
You can't hook somebody up. What if somebody's in the race and that pushes them over and you just gave them a shit?
It's collusion.
Give me collusion. Collusion. Dude, there would be collusion gifts all over Facebook. Dude.
Actually, the reference I
know. But yeah, whoever. So give me a decent trade. Give me something, all right? But Connor McDavid's on the block.
You should have picked up Phaneuf, dude. Because he has been.
I may or may
power play specialist once again.
I may or may not trade Austin Matthews.
Or we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
But yeah, we can talk.
We
can get another beer, right? Or...
I think so. We're going to take a beer break right now.
Yeah, Wally's going to grab some beers right now real quick.
Oh, okay.
Are we going to pause it or are we going to keep going?
No, we can keep going. Yeah.
Should we dig into the Phaneuf trade while we're here?
Yeah.
So I came out very against it. And I'm still going to stand there, but he's looking a little better than I thought. If we do buy him out, that cap hit is more than Gabrick's. I like Shore better than Thompson. He's younger, he's quicker, he's more productive, he's better in possession.
How much
Thompson
more is
brings
that
the face-offs?
Do you know off your top of your head?
I think
the buyout cap hit?
Yeah, the buyout cap.
Okay.
It's the first 2 years are
not bad. It's about $3 million, but the next year it's about 5 point something.
If we did it after the end of next season, right?
Or
this season. Because when I looked at the Gabrick, after the end of next season, it was 2 years at $3 million, 2 years at $1 million. That was affordable.
Oh, for Gabrick's, yeah, absolutely.
Phaneuf's at the end of next season would be a 4, a 5, and then 2 at 2, which just hurts a little more. And then if a Seattle type of thing actually happens, he has that no movement, no trade clause that could come into play. I mean, he didn't waive it for Ottawa. I don't know.
He did want to come to LA.
Plus, I just don't like that he's keeping players I'd rather see on the bench in Gravel and the Dew.
This is also true.
If there's one part of the system that's deep, it's left-handed defensemen.
Yeah. They're not. I can't.
If it's one thing we have,
I can't argue with that.
left-handed defensemen.
I legitimately can't. I mean, we have a ton of them. But then again, at that point, though, I mean, that brings up the possibility of moving out one of our left-handed defensemen. You know what I mean?
You'd have to think Marty might go.
I think Marty.
I like
be
that
honest,
pairing though.
I think it.
What?
Not that was
on the
being
power,
facetious.
You know what? On the power play,
Jesus,
I like
guys.
it.
Just to see,
On our
just
power
to see
play, I
Wally.
like it.
Yeah, I wanted to see Wally's face like turn inside out real quick.
Right before the very underutilized Nick Patan took a penalty on Andrioff, Martinez had a play that was just super reminiscent of why I don't like that pairing, though.
Yeah.
Phaneuf throws the puck behind the net to him. Marty on his backhand comes within a few inches of sending it over the glass for a penalty.
Yeah.
And because he's trying to clear it on his backhand. It's just, he's a really good defender on the left.
There was a couple times tonight against Winnipeg as well where Marty just could not make the pass on the backhand, and the Jets kept the puck in.
I mean, we've been saying this since, like, he was playing with Regier in the 2015 season. It's like, at what point is enough enough?
I mean, we even
Is
brought...
enough.
There it is.
But I mean,
Anyway, sorry to interrupt. Going back to what you were saying about moving a left-handed defenseman out, I think if the right deal were to come into place, I think we could move Forbert. Yes, I know
Are we
you
trying to
guys
get
are.
like a bag of pucks or something, or maybe some stick tape or
You
something?
think they'd give us a whole bag?
He's a
Or?
first-
A whole bag.
He's
I know-
a first-round pick, dude. Come on.
I mean, I know Dennis Bernstein disagrees.
There's been a
with me
lot of
on this
first-round
one,
picks.
But, I could still see a Forbert for Grabner. I mean, Forbert still has 2 years left. Grabner, yes, he's a rental, but, we still have the roster spot available. Like, even if Forbert's gone, like, Gravel is his replacement, like, built in.
Look at these last few trades. I mean, Kempney went for a third. Holden went for a third Noguera. And honestly, Forbert's probably better than both those guys.
I was gonna say now that Holden's
I think
gone,
that's
there
fair.
is a spot on the left side for Forbert. Mark Stahl is still hurt, and they might deal
Grabner.
McDonough. I mean, on the back end.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It was just kind of one of those things that, like, if we're to move him
That makes
for a
sense.
rental, so be it. Or hey, maybe Derek Ryan, but they don't need defense in Carolina.
No.
That's for sure.
No, I mean...
McCune is still down in Charlotte right now for them, and he should be in the NHL.
So, I mean, I like I said when we kind of prefaced this, man, I said, I think it might be a decent pickup. I mean, he is a veteran physical force. I guess that you could say that we were missing, kind of like on the back end. I mean, you have like Derek Forbert, but he's no Braden McNabb.
I do realize that I'm wrong. Where I thought the minutes we gave to Gabrick are wasted, and we are going to waste him with Phaneuf too.
Yeah.
He's been serviceable.
Yeah.
So I was wrong there.
Yes, at least.
I think if we use him in the right position, maybe sheltered third pairing, power play guy, he could be pretty productive for us.
Yeah, I think
Dude,
with like
ideally a Phaneuf Ledoux
I was
third
just about to say
pairing
that.
that'd be nice.
would be nice.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't be bad. Exactly.
Doesn't have
I
a whole
totally
lot of-
agree
Then
with that.
Muzzin, Folan, and Gravel Downey.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
I do that at that point, dude. I think we'd be set. To be really honest.
Then have Martinez expendable. Let's face it, if we want to get a forward with term, we're gonna have to give up something.
And that
And-
something's probably Martinez.
Martinez,
He's got term. He's got a portable contract.
It's a nice contract, yeah. So
and
But I
even,
think what you said the other day, though, I mean, the Jarmelson effect, dude. You got to think that these block shots are going to start taking their toll on him.
especially because he's over 30 now.
I mean, as much as he's done for LA, I love him to death, but I mean, you got to think about
we
that.
got to
too.
think about the future.
yeah,
I mean,
we have to do what's best for the club at that point.
Doughty's extension's coming up. I mean, we
Ugh.
still have Clegg waiting in the wings eventually.
The writing is kind of on the wall. I mean, I agree. But I mean, I would
Well,
love
and if
Phaneuf with
If we
Ledoux
need a forward, he's our top asset. If you don't want to move Velarde or a first round pick,
or Pearson.
Hell no.
which
Yeah,
both of those
yeah.
are off the table for me.
Velar-
so.
yeah.
I would rather move Pearson. I'd rather
Any
move
day.
Foley than a first.
I'd
or
be
a
okay
first
with that too,
for,
actually.
Velarde.
I agree with that.
To be
I mean,
honest
both of
with
them
you.
are on really affordable contracts, and what are they, 2
exactly.
and 3 year deals or whatever?
I'm
I
thinking
believe they
after-
both got 3-year
Pearson's
deals.
is
Pearson's has
4
an extra
years at 3.75.
Yeah.
Foley's 3 years at 4.6.
Oh, okay.
You got to think maybe after next season, one of them goes. Next season's probably the last run with this core when Doughty
Yeah.
kicks in.
Yeah.
Probably
Doughty's
Foley's gone.
extensions, I mean,
Uh,
what do you think?
Fingers crossed that there is a
think,
Doughty extension.
I think we're gonna have a pool for Doughty's extension.
For the money, like how much it is and how long?
Yeah,
Years.
money, years, term, whatever. I think we should do that for next.
Yeah, I'm down.
coming up.
8 years, 11.5.
yeah, I was gonna say 8 by 88.
8 years at 11.
Hey.
I'm gonna say 8 years at 12, dude.
That's serviceable if the cap goes up.
That's
I
going to
mean,
cripple
gonna
you if
matter
it
when
doesn't
Someone's
in
willing
a
to pay
few
Carlson
years.
too, because he's not going to take less than Carlson.
No,
Hell no. They
So
might even
Carlson
get
gets the
identical
open
deals.
I don't know though.
fewer than.
No, I don't know though. I mean, he has, he doesn't have as many Norrises as Carlson.
But he's a better defenseman.
Yeah.
Overall,
But he doesn't have as
Overall,
many
yeah, the
Norrises.
accolades.
But he doesn't have as many Norrises.
But he has more championships.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, he has
That's
gold
what's-
medals.
Yeah, that's what's way more important.
Gold medals and shit. Yeah,
Did you write and shit in your notes?
I did. I did actually. I've been wanting to say that.
Speaking of gold, USA will not win it.
No.
Yeah.
Shout out
Definitely,
to
yeah.
that,
Shouts to.
It's like the 84. What is that? What is that? The 84 Olympics with like the hockey team, or what year was that?
1980.
It was
80.
1980. Yeah. That's like a ragtag bunch and stuff, dude. They're gonna write a movie about it.
Hell of a game.
Kurt Russell's the coach again. I didn't really see any of the game. Honestly, man, like this Olympics, like the only thing I've really seen is like some of the snowboarding and skiing, but I haven't seen any hockey really because I can't catch it.
Curling, bro.
Curling? That's where you're at right now?
That's where it's at.
Yeah, I could fall asleep to it.
We actually watched a lot of the Olympics on our honeymoon. So.
Did you?
Yeah.
That's nice, man.
Going back to the rooms.
Yeah.
Very nice.
The Olympics.
Ew!
So speaking of trades, why don't we cover a couple of the other trades that have happened around the league? We got Peter Mrazek going to Philadelphia.
Philly for a couple conditional draft picks.
They
I
needed a
like the
goalie.
complexity of that trade. Like, it's a fourth, and it could be a third, it could be a second, and
I
maybe there's another
stopped
third.
reading.
I like that. I like
Yeah,
that.
Stipulations.
Yeah. And it fills a need.
If you win the cup on a Thursday,
But if it's sunny out.
yeah.
And it's
If
it's
it happens to
one
be
of
under
those
40
things, I mean,
degrees.
Mrazek was left unprotected in the expansion draft, and Vegas still didn't take him.
They
So
said, nah.
obviously, the Red Wings aren't going to ask for, Ken Holland's not going to be like, oh, we want at least a second round pick. And, Hextall was like, look, just take it. It's like the Frank Reynolds, take it or leave it.
Don't read it, just sign it. And
Take this washing machine. Give me a goalie, please.
They really
Speaking of comical things, Eric Goodbranson extension.
Great news for Kings fans.
That is great news that he won't.
Why didn't we open with that? We should have opened with that.
It's too bad.
Hey, open with a joke.
Dude.
Especially, there's been talks that they might want to move Tanev. Tanev's way better than Goodbranson.
I would agree with that.
It's fair.
Hey, big up to the Sharks though, acquiring Fair. Yeah, there we go, dude.
Tearing it up in San Diego, I think.
San Diego,
Was in, yeah.
actually.
Yeah.
What did they
All
give
right.
up? What did they give? A seventh.
A
round,
seventh round
Yeah,
pick in
seventh.
2020. Not like the second round pick in 2020 for Dallas gave Vegas for Method, but
Oh, that is.
Garbage.
Yeah, dude, that's crazy. A seventh round pick in 2020. Like you had mentioned earlier, Holden to Boston.
yeah. Holden
You like
goes
it?
for a third round and
O'Gara.
O'Gara.
Who knows?
Gara.
I think
Is that one of the picks they
O'Gara.
got with?
I honestly-
This guy's older. He's like 24.
I think Rangers would have just taken the third round for Holden. To be honest with you, I have a good friend. He writes for a Blue Shirt Banter, one of the Rangers fan forums, and he was just saying how basically Holden is just, he's been really high on John Gilmore and said he should have been playing over Holden like a while ago, and he's finally. So I was texting him today, and he was excited about this trade, and
Nice.
So I mean, I thought Holden was pretty decent for New York last season.
I think he's
wasn't
serviceable.
He had flashes. I mean,
Word of the day.
When he-
Serviceable.
When he
I
got there,
love
he
it.
was really hot. Kind of like...
Hello.
kind of like.
I think it's the Vinny Lecavalier effect.
Kinda
I
like-
didn't get to
kind of
mention
like
that,
Smith last year in the playoffs, and now that turned out he's down in Hartford right now. But
Yeesh.
I think that's just Alan Vigneault mismanaging. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know how he's still coaching there, in my opinion. But
Really?
well, yeah, dude, like not playing Buchnevich.
D'Angelo
does
should have
not
been up
make
all
sense.
year, too. I mean, he's a pretty good defenseman.
Yeah.
Or Pionk.
serviceable
Should've signed
defenseman.
here.
I know.
Should
He
have signed
signed
it
with
up.
us.
Dude, you remember on Twitter how we both hit him up? Yeah, come to LA. You'll like it down here.
We did not persuade him.
It's way better.
Should have done it. Should have done it, dude. So, those are some of the trades that, we've seen across the league so far.
Sorry, I have to touch on
Yeah.
this. So
Yeah.
it just seems
Ew.
like every California team is trying to get every first-round pick from the 2003 draft. It's crazy. That's now half. 15 of the 30 have at one point now been property of a California team.
team?
Yeah,
Nice.
it's crazy. Here, we'll go through the list. So the Kings just got Phaneuf.
Yeah.
So that's Phaneuf, Jeff Carter, Mike Richards, Dustin Brown, Brian Boyle. I was gonna say Jeff Tambellini, but it's Steve Tambellini, or is it Jeff? One of them. It was because his dad, and then we drafted the son. I don't know.
Could have just said Tambellini, and
Yeah,
I
I
could have
could've
picked it.
said-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Anthony Stewart, Chris Stewart's brother.
Get it, girl.
Yeah, exactly, right? He didn't even play for us. He was just a
He
throw.
played in the minor leagues,
Yeah,
right?
he did. He played in
Manchester?
in Manchester. And
Manch.
so the Ducks, it was Perry, Getzlaff, Kessler, and Eves. And the Sharks, Milan Mahalik, Burns, Steve Bernier, and now Fair. That's crazy. So the next thing is going to be Vanek to the Ducks. He was, what, 5th overall, 6th overall, something like that, to Buffalo, in the 03 draft. Anyway, but they love their right-handed forwards. I just thought it was a cool little tidbit.
No, that is crazy, dude. That's funny. So speaking of Vanek, do you think he might come to LA?
Nope.
Not to LA.
No?
I don't know why.
I don't think that's gonna happen. That doesn't seem
Came
like
right from the gut right there. I don't
He
know.
can't be any worse than Toffoli is for us right now in the top 6 right-wing role.
That hurts.
That does hurt.
Wally speaking truths.
I'm-
Spin the hot fire.
Yikes.
Yikes. So out of any of the, let's just say the rentals, out of any of the rental left wings out there and stuff like that, do you think that they're going to take a look at a rental left wing?
Not with these prices. You know what? In a vacuum, I'd love Rick Nash. Rick Nash, he creates for himself. I mean,
Yeah.
remember that final? I mean, who was his number one center? Derek Stepan?
Yeah.
I mean, it was just he was still producing.
Imagine if he had Kobe.
Yeah, exactly.
Good
But I mean,
gracious.
they're
They're
asking
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 for
for
Yeah.
the moon. I think they're going to get at least a first and a prospect similar to what Winnipeg got for Andrew Ladd from Chicago.
Yeah.
They got a first and
It was a fat package.
Marco Dano,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right?
No, they,
Former what were you going to say, Dave?
I don't know. Continue. I'm sorry.
Well, I was going to say
Brain fart. Yeah.
Dano was the guy who Columbus got with our first
Yeah,
round
that's
pick.
what it was.
That's where. Yeah.
13.
That's what I was thinking.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you don't think the
Because
Kings...
they
I
didn't
knew
want-
it was involved. I
because
didn't know it was that detailed.
The
Yeah.
conditional pick
Mhm.
for Carter was a first either in 2012 or 2013. Well, they're not going to take the 30th overall pick, so
No.
they're just going to gamble. So that's how we got Pearson. Just a little fun little.
That one worked
tidbit.
out.
Did.
Well, until
Well,
this
until the last
Until
couple
this year.
games.
18 games.
Oh yeah, 18 games. Excuse me.
10 goals on the season. That's really earning your $3.75 mil.
Nash would be interesting, man.
A welcomed addition.
But with that being said, he reminds me of Gabrick and the fact that he's always injured, dude. There's something always wrong with Rick Nash.
Maybe add it.
Not as much as
Yeah.
Gabrick, but I just think he plays with way more heart than
That's true.
Gabrick, and he's always.
But you're absolutely right.
He
though.
plays defense too.
Yeah. They got
He's
him out there on
always
the
back
PK,
checking.
right?
He's on the PK. He kills penalties.
But it's just you're absolutely right though. He does.
Now,
create
if
for
you throw
himself.
in McDonough with Nash, then we can talk about.
Yeah, now you're
giving
speaking
up
my
the
language.
First and
Don't-
not
don't say Velarde.
I'm not
All
saying Velarde.
But
Oh.
why would we?
He's on
that's what
lockdown.
I'm
There-
saying,
I don't know,
defense.
yeah.
Are we just gonna go all lefties?
Well, no. They would have to take Forward back.
No, they'd have to take Phaneuf.
No, they'd go young. Let's be realistic.
Yeah, they're gonna go young on that.
You would have to send Forward, probably Clegg at first, Jared Anderson, Dolan, but you get 2 years of Nash, 2 years of Mac, 1 year of Nash. I don't know. I wouldn't do it, but I think somebody like Tampa
Could do
consider
this.
it, 'cause
Way.
they're
They're
let's
going
face
all
it,
in, dude.
They are going all in.
They
Yeah.
should.
They should.
They haven't
Yeah.
yet.
Yeah, they better.
I
They
mean,
wanna win anything,
Honestly,
yeah.
man, I think they have the team, but
Realistically, though, a week left. Anyone out there you think we might? I think Grabner could be a fit. With
I
all
get
these
this-
prices, though, I mean,
I get this weird feeling we're gonna stand pat and just
I
go
don't
with.
hate it
our-
either.
yeah, I don't either.
hate it.
especially
I'd rather
with Carter and Lewis.
I mean,
I'd
that's an
rather call it
addition.
Velarde, but
Yeah,
I'm alone on this one.
you're not.
I'm relegated to the. I'm alone in the sense that I'm relegated to. We're just gonna let them play in Kingston and just let it play out. They clinched the playoff berth yesterday, by the way.
What are his
Shout out to Kingston for clinching that spot.
What are his stats at now? You had him yesterday,
You
right?
beast.
I did. He's now officially at 2 points per game, 42 points and 21.
But he's not one of the top NHL-related prospects, apparently.
Apparently not. But hey,
Just-
flying under the radar, it's all good.
Just burn that first year of that entry level contract, please.
See, I don't even think we would even need to. Like, we can, since they clinched the playoff berth, if we sign him to the ELC, we can call him up for 9 games and then send him back for the playoffs in Kingston, and then.
Oh yeah.
Especially with Carter back, dude.
It's too late now. Our bottom 6 is actually playing, so.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Sure. Irony.
There are some. I've read some things from some other Kings talking heads who are talking about Blake making like a hockey trade, something that makes sense as far as like giving something to get something with term. Maybe they
Like how a couple months ago when we said like something like
It's like burp cough right now.
Pearson.
Excuse me.
Like Pearson for the Nuge or something like
Yeah.
that. Like a hockey trade like that. Like
Yeah.
Take that, yeah.
a winger
No, I
for
mean,
a center.
but-
And,
I think they could make Pearson available for that. I don't think they're going to break up the defense during the season, but moving someone like Pearson would definitely make sense. Who do you think? I mean, I would think that they can move. I mean, I know it's like a bigger package and stuff like that, but using putting a piece around like Pearson for like Pacioretty.
I don't think we can do that, but I feel like if we're going for a forward, it's going to be from defense. Like we're not going to get a better forward centering around Pearson. I don't know. But Pacioretty, I don't think he's going to move, but they're going to want a first. I was reading a Canadians blog, and they're like, perfect target, Gabriel Velarde. And I wanted to
I
just
saw
like
that too.
press the angry emoji like 10 times and just say no.
I saw
Yeah,
that
it's
too.
ridiculous.
No.
yeah, I
it's not
take it
happening.
as a compliment. That means the Canadians are noticing, and they're
It was a flattering
pretty much.
scouting report, but he's not for sale.
Yeah,
not for Pacioretty.
Not for anybody.
Maybe
I mean,
throw-
what would it
maybe
take for
throw in
you?
Shea Weber
Like, what would it
and
take?
half his contract.
What would it take for you to move
Like Gabe Velarde?
Yeah.
Eric Carlson.
No.
Somebody in
Yeah.
the NHL, young and
No,
already
I'm
very
gonna
good.
need like term, bro.
Like
I'm gonna
like-
need term. Like
my,
someone
my
that.
Swedish heritage is trumping my my head right now. Obviously.
Honestly, this is probably
Connor McDavid, Austin Matthews, and
Dude, if Tampa hit us up and was like, "Hey, we'll give you Kucherov for let's say Velarde in your first," I'd be like, "Okay,
Take it.
yeah."
Take it, please. That's
I think
it.
If anything, it would be after next year. Kucherov's contract is up, but he'd still be an RFA, so
Yeah.
he'd still have his rights. Then maybe after the Tampa takes their run, I mean, then we could talk. But I mean,
That guy's insane, though. I mean, he has to have pass Ovechkin as the top Russian player right now, right? I mean, he's out of control.
He is out of control. He is.
You're not
No, I
ready?
think-
You're
no,
not ready for that?
I don't
game?
know if I'm ready to give that
No, I
up.
think
yet.
Ovechkin has a beat on goals.
what
still,
about the
doesn't
guy who was drafted after forward? I'm just
He's pretty
kidding.
good.
He.
God, I don't want to talk about it. It makes me so upset, dude.
I don't know. Here, you know what?
I wish everyone could
We
see
kinda
Zach's
had
face
it-
right
we-
now.
We've kind of had a friendly debate with me and Robert, but I'm going to put one of you guys on the spot. What's worse, Forbert before Tarasenko, or passing on Bergeron 4 times and getting Pushkarev at 44th overall?
I would have taken Bergeron over Tarasenko, 100%.
I know. That's what I said. I'm putting you guys on the
That
spot.
one's tough. Yeah.
It is tough.
At this point, I'd have to
Or we
take
could say
Tarasenko.
Carlson 2 picks after Colton Toubert. But that one's rough.
Oh, that is rough, dude. But you gotta think about it, man. I mean,
Not cool.
There you go.
Not cool.
it's the luck of the draw, I guess.
Right.
That's kind of like, not
They
to
put
change
the eggs in-
sports here, but that's like the Dodgers taking Darren Dreifert before Alex Rodriguez when they had a chance to get Alex Rodriguez. That blows me away
But dude, to quote
all the time.
the famous Friday, you win some, you lose some, but you live to fight another day.
Yeah, I guess.
You never know if Rodriguez
thought that-
could have found those steroids here, though.
I don't
would it
know.
have worked
Paula
out?
Duca found them just
Paula
fine.
Duca. from Kirk Radomski, the trainer. Or the clubhouse attendant, sorry.
And that guy's like 5'6", and he was like jacking like 30 home runs a year.
Let me ask you this question.
ASU represent.
There it is.
Him and Bonds.
Who do you prefer, Zach Smith or Nate Thompson?
I don't like Zach Smith's contract.
Exactly. Robert and I mind melding. I was gonna say Thompson because of Zach Smith's contract, 3.25 for another couple of years. No.
Too many years.
Too many years for a fourth.
What about Mark Letestu?
Past his expiration date, I pass.
Yeah, it gives us that right shot on the half wall.
Well, what was it? 2 years? Yeah, 2 years ago he was that power play specialist and penalty kill. I mean, he's an expiring contract. If it's a third round pick and it's like you're gonna tell me you get Letestu and you only have to give up a third, I'd probably say okay.
I'd come back at you with this though. I mean, look at our team right now, and then look at our team plus Letestu. If we weren't contenders before, are we contenders now? Or if we were, are we better? I don't think he makes a big difference.
What about?
I think it's the same team.
I would take Derek Ryan.
I mean, the
as you could have read last week.
Finally, our bottom six is scoring, and that's what you need. I mean, when we won the cup in 2014, it was like, the Toffoli, Richards, they were on the bottom, and Clifford, that was our fourth line, and then yet that line gets the game-winning goal.
All right, one final thing on kind of like speculation. Realistically, if you can make a realistic trade right now, we'll kind of go down the line. Realistic trade for someone who could be eventually, available, whatever. Who would you make it for? Starting with you, Wally.
Forbert for Grabner.
Yeah.
I think that we have Forbert's replacement lined up or ready to go, and Kevin Gravel. I think he's better, and I think Grabner could still help our bottom six with speed. I mean, he doesn't even play on the power play, and he has 26 goals.
Yeah. He's leading them too, right?
He'd be our second top scorer, right?
Yeah. Right behind
Kobe.
Yeah.
Goals-wise, not points-wise.
Goals-wise. Yeah, I mean, granted, a lot of them are empty nets, but, he's in the right position. I mean, he kills penalties.
So fast.
And,
just don't trust him on the breakaway.
He's so fast.
He Lewis.
So big and so fast.
Oh, my God.
You would move Forbert for Grabner?
Yeah.
I think everyone at this table would do the same thing.
Yeah. What about you, Robert?
I can't think of a better realistic trade than that one, so I have nothing to say.
Yeah, really? Really? Not even for Derek Ryan?
No, I
Derek Grant or Derek Ryan? You said Derek Ryan.
Oh, no, Derek Ryan, yeah.
Derek Ryan.
It's Derek Ryan.
The problem with Derek Ryan is, I mean, Carolina doesn't have a huge impetus to sell. I mean, they're competitors.
They're still in a wild card.
Grabner's for sale.
Grabner, yeah, it's true. What about you, Dave?
If we,
I like that Derek Brassard stuff that we were talking about the other day. I don't know if it's going to happen, but
would you give up a first? Because I wouldn't.
No.
Okay.
I think Ottawa sucks, and they know that they suck right now. They're going to want to sell.
What about a second in Pearson, though, dude?
I would do a second in Pearson. I'd do a second in Foley.
I mean,
on that.
I would.
Yeah, you would too. I mean, it makes sense for
either
us.
or.
Here we go. Carlson and Bobby Ryan are in a package. That's the latest.
I like Bobby Ryan.
Rumor. So we don't. What would we do?
I don't even know.
Would you throw in Velarde if you could get Mark Stone? Mark Stone is really good, and
Mark Stone is great, but I think I would rather throw in Toffoli, and I think they would rather have him too because they basically swap positions, but they'd get Toffoli for cheaper than what we would Stone for in the offseason.
I like that. We should look into that.
I think I'm gonna stick with the Forbert and Grabner. That's what we were talking about the other day, and it makes a lot of sense.
By the way, there's no rumors linking to this. I'm just kind of spitballing off the top of my head. So
no, but we were talking about it the other day.
I mean, think about it. Who's really out there? I mean,
there's so many teams still in the mix. It's tough to find people that are ready to
sell. The market is still very I
don't want to pay
dark.
The price for
our next show next week is going to be awesome because it'll be right after the Vegas game, and then the trade deadline is passed. We can just talk about all about that.
Next show should be great. So why don't we end with calling some people out, man? Who do you want to start with, Dave?
I didn't think of this earlier, but I'm going to go off the top of the head. I want to call out Dion Phaneuf. Keep playing the way you're playing, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Keep doing that. Keep doing that. And I'm going to be all right with you. Just don't be traffic cone with nice hairdo.
What about you, Wally?
We don't need that.
I mean, it's got to be Tyler Toffoli.
Yeah.
Right? 4 points.
Stop with the garbage,
18
right?
games.
Garbage. I wanted to be nice, yeah.
You got anybody, Robert?
I'm gonna do the Dave route and do a positive call out. Torrey Mitchell, I like what you've done this trip.
Keep doing that shit.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what, dude? I'm not going to do a positive.
Yeah!
I'm not going to do a positive calling you out, but I am also going to kind of pair it off of what Wally said, man. Tyler Toffoli, dude. Wherefore out the...
Pearson.
No, I'm gonna do Toffoli, dude. Because I mean,
Pearson's been doing stuff.
Yeah, he's been screening the goalie as he should, but you know, I'm gonna call out Toffoli, man, just because. Yeah, wherefore art thou, Tyler Toffoli?
I don't even know.
Nah, I don't either. You got any picks, Wally?
Yeah, I'm gonna go on a limb and say Mike Condon beats the Blackhawks in Chicago tomorrow.
You think
Go
so?
with Ottawa.
Go with Ottawa.
And by I think so, I mean Ottawa plus 1.5. No, I think they win outright. I think so. Man, there's some games affecting us. I mean, Dallas is at Anaheim and Calgary's at Vegas. So
I'm gonna be at that Dallas Anaheim game.
Are you really? Nice.
I got
man.
free tickets from that tournament. So.
Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
Because I'm gonna spend a bunch of money on beer, but so the free tickets are gonna cost me like $50. But
oh great, so that means we have to play Lettinen on Thursday because they're gonna probably start Bishop tomorrow, and Lettinen's he has our number. I don't know how.
Yeah.
not this time.
Hopefully
I told
he'll
somebody today
keep
that-
letting in goals.
Oh,
Hey,
I
careful
can't
with that
back.
joke. Careful with that
Hopefully.
joke. It's an antique.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
What
No.
were you gonna say?
I can't top that.
You got any? Who else is playing tomorrow? Anybody else playing tomorrow that affects us?
No, that's it. Those 3 games and the 2 that I said.
Oh, all right. So you
Calgary,
know,
I mean Calgary, Vegas. So obviously we got to root for Vegas again.
yeah, absolutely.
Every time I root for Vegas, they lose. So I don't know what to do.
That kind of happens with me too, actually.
I think to just like to be the safe, we just throw money on Calgary plus 1.5. If they lose, if that bet loses, that means Vegas wins in regulation. So that's might be what I do. Just throw it out there.
Put it out in the universe, out there for Juju's.
Speak it into existence.
So we just want to remind everybody again, you know, check us out on Grandstand Sports Network. You can also check us out on Facebook. We are Los Angeles Hockey Club. You know, we'd love new members. We love conversing with everybody that's on there. Game day threads are always popping. So
Get in the game day threads.
yeah,
Threads.
a lot of people in there.
That's the best way to do it, actually.
You can also give us a follow on Twitter. We are LAHC.
SoundCloud.
Also on SoundCloud as well. You'll be able to, once you listen to this, you'll be able to check it out as well. So I want to thank everybody again for listening. This is Zach.
This is Dave.
Robert.
And Wally.
Yeah, thanks for tuning in, guys.
Bye-bye.
I'm shuffling paper like it's a newscast.
What do I do with my hands?